Because go back to our Chinese businessman story in Hangzhou, right?
Yeah.
So government, it's okay. I have to serve all these guys who I'm trying to get their money, so I can't do anything too fast. I can't piss anybody off. In business, it's like, okay, I'm coming in. I'm going to do this thing, and I'm going to rape everybody. Ha ha ha. So he comes in. Oh, I'm going to rape them a lot less.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can do it.
I can. Yeah. I can. Pretty soon, it's like there you go.
Yeah. But all right, free trade is important. Free competition is good. But if competition gets too tight, nobody makes money, and then business collapses. So business has to make money. Politics is supposed to regulate stuff because business and the economy doesn't do a perfect job. There are the ups and downs and stuff. So the idea of government is to support a little bit of regulation to make businesses not go crazy over speculation.
Well, things like the FDA or the food inspectors and stuff. So if you want to come in, I'm going to offer my breakfast cereal for 14 cents a ton. How are you doing that, Al? It's gravel.
It's crunchy.
It's crunchy.
A lot of iron in there. It's red.
That's only after you eat is red.
Pick it out.
But the one last thing I want to say about politics and about tariffs and things like that is a lot of it's really funny when people say like, oh, we're going to have to put a punitive tariff on you because you've got government supported your industry unfairly, right?
Okay.
And okay, I say that, and then I'm supporting the same industry in my country. I'm just not doing as good a job of it, or my companies are not doing as good a job as you. So I think it comes back. We talk about vocabulary a lot on this. I think we should maybe change it from calling it like government subsidies to it is government subsidies.
It is government subsidies.
Just I don't know. Stop complaining about it. I mean, here's this is like in Canada we have a car industry, and maybe we have a unique point of view on this from Canada. So we've got some things that when you just look at it from the outside, it's like, oh, that's kind of like we've put up some kind of like trade barrier-ish things because we live next door to a gorilla, right? So in our car industry, is 100% American and Japanese and China, whatever are the countries car companies come in, and we say if you want to sell cars in Canada, you've got to do some assembly work here. Because if we didn't say that, we would have zero car industry.
Yeah.
I get that. But I also, the conservative side of me says, well, wait, if we didn't do that, then my car would probably cost $10,000 or $15,000 less.
Yes.
Because it would all be being made in Mexico or in China, wherever, coming in.
Bring it up.
And if the only trade barrier we should have for that is here's your safety standards. As long as, and not bullshit safety standards that, you have to have the only thing in the world that can pass the standards is Canadian part. No, it's like here's the crash standards and you meet it, go ahead. Things would be cheaper. And I guess the argument is we would have no industry. But is that true? Is that true? Are you trying to say that we're all such boneheads in Canada we just can't compete at all? It's probably true. No, I mean because of scale, right? It's like it's in scale. Right? It's like you set up a factory in Detroit that can make 1 million cars. If we did that, well, that's like 4 years supply of cars in 1 year.
Well, again, the idea of you're selling to everywhere, right? If you make a product, it'll sell. A good product, it'll sell. It won't sell just in Canada. It'll sell in the U.S. It'll export to wherever you want. And but at the same time, you have to be cost competitive and all that. So, but maybe it's better just to make auto parts, replacement parts, all the kind of stuff over a full car because the industry itself, or can you compete against the existing industry? Look at Detroit. Detroit Grand Tour did a thing on Detroit and most of the thing is gone. It's disappeared. It's gone to Tennessee. It's gone to different states. So Detroit is a kind of a skeleton of what it used to be back in the 60s. And that's what happens when the industry progresses and the costs of production and all those elements come in play, whether it has to do with labor costs or just general costs of production, parts, etc. If everything is centered in Detroit, that's great. But at the same time, if the cost of production is too high in Detroit and I can do the same thing for like 30% lower in Tennessee, screw Detroit.
Yeah,
Go to Tennessee.
Why should Detroit get it just because they were first?
Exactly.
Right? You have to keep up with things.
That's right. So this is an issue globally. This is a global trade, and we're kind of working in this industry ad hoc, but politics always plays a part of industry. If it promotes industry, industry will thrive. If it puts too many barriers and costs on industry, then industry will not survive and will be very small or fail.
Yeah, right. Too much protection is you're going to actually choke the baby.
Yeah.
So it's like, because if you're not exposed to enough competition, it doesn't keep you sharp.
Yeah.
And then like one day, it wasn't China that ate my job. It was Tennessee. Shit, I wasn't looking at Tennessee.
Yeah.
What the hell? How'd that happen?
It's true.